Hello, everyone, and welcome to 3 Points, the Seriously Loco show, where we preview the next match and talk about the three main things that El Paso Locomotive FC need to do if they want to get a win, and all 3 points. The loss to OKC, while disappointing, was not a bad performance. And so the first point is going to be something that we've talked about a lot in the last couple of days, and that's the finishing. We have to be more clinical. OKC was deadly. We have to be equally as ruthless going away to Real Monarchs. We will create. We've seen that from the first match, that there are going to be chances for us to score. We have to make them feel like every time we get forward, there's a possibility that that ball is going in the back of the net. And the only way we can do that is if we finish those chances that we're presented with. I want the wing play to be a little more aggressive. And what I mean by that is James Kiffey and Derek Gebhardt both had actually pretty solid games in wing areas for Locomotive in the opener. Kiffey's style, because he's primarily a defender, he stays very wide and he delivers crosses early rather than what would be preferable because of Omar penetrating into central positions. We can't just always cross and hope that Omar is in there. He's going to be in there. We know that. He's going to be marked. That's going to leave opportunities for others, as we saw with Derek's goal at the far post. So, more progressive and more penetrative wing play. I really don't like saying penetration on the video. We could see a personnel change, not because James Kiffey played bad, but because we're looking for something different in that wing position. Either Calvin Resende or Edson Partida could be candidates to take that spot and play it in a slightly different way and give us another dimension in attack. That's why I went with this point instead of the obvious don't make defensive mistakes, because there's no reason to address that, really. I want to talk about let's finish our chances at the other end, because we know our defense can play well on their day. They played well the whole preseason, and so there's no reason to believe that all of a sudden they've just become bad. The second point is pressure. Make the pressure on Real count. They played Sacramento Republic to a 1-1 draw in their last match. There were a couple of times Real Monarchs got caught in possession on the ball by Sacramento, and it led to a attacking chance at the other end. The pressure in midfield must be there. If I can identify it as a weakness based off of a few clips where just in that time, Real was put under pressure by the fact that they were giving the ball away cheaply in midfield under pressure from Sacramento, we can make life a living hell if we press Monarchs midfield and force them into mistakes. The nature of an MLS 2 team is that it's going to be younger and less experienced than a lot of the teams that also play in the USL. Now, there are going to be some guys who have experience, but for the majority of these guys, they're young kids coming up through the academy, which is great for them, but we can prey on that inexperience. There is a vulnerability there that if we exploit, it can lead to a lot of high-quality chances. We pressed well against OKC. We caused mistakes. We kept them pinned in their half for a majority of the game. We can do that against Real Monarchs. If we make the chances count, point number 1, from the pressure in point number 2, then we will get all 3 points. The third point for the team, go out and play their game. I know that sounds stupid for me to even say into a camera and post it on the internet, but here's why I'm saying it. That initial game, we talked about it a little bit in the podcast, which you can catch on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play. Plug time. That first match was full of energy and emotion and stress and expectation. All that's behind us. The opener happened. It was awesome. Like, the result, yeah, it wasn't the best, but the occasion was amazing. It was great. Now the team can go to Salt Lake and play not without pressure. It's still professional sports. There's always pressure, but they can play their game. They can focus on the field. They don't have to think about all of the stuff that's going on around the game. The coach has a system. The players enjoy playing in the system. And I think without all of the craziness that surrounded that inaugural game, you'll see the team make less mistakes, be sharper in those individual moments, pick their opportunities and take their opportunities. I really think that you're going to see an improved team. The stress level is just going to be lower. The distractions aren't going to be there. We know that the boss will have had them laser focused in training. They have a great opportunity here to bounce back from that initial loss and show the league what they are capable of. My score predictions are notoriously bad. They were bad in this first one. So I'm going to forego a score prediction, but I am going to go for a Locomotive win. And your bonus fourth point. I know that doesn't really make any sense because of the premise of the video, but I swear I'll make it quick. This was just too funny to pass up. Brian Dunseth, who's a former player who played in MLS and the U.S. men's national team and now hosts a show on XM called The Counterattack and is a soccer analyst for Salt Lake City News. I was doing my Monarchs homework and I come across Brian playing Budget Zidane. Do you see this? I'm going to put them up next to each other. Why? Brian, please, just wear a suit. Just wear the whole suit. Anyways, that is it for 3 points. I'm Phil Bakke. If you've enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe below. Tell me in the comments what you're thinking about for Saturday's game. And please join us right here on the YouTube channel for live commentary from the Seriously Loco guys along with the game. So if you don't have ESPN Plus, you can use this as a radio and listen along to the game rather than being able to watch it. Or even if you have ESPN Plus, go ahead and mute the Salt Lake guys, put us on, listen along, and have some fun. It's going to be biased, obviously. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a little less serious than a real broadcast. I don't know. I'm going to have some fun with it, all right? But yeah, come back, enjoy that on Saturday, and let's see Loco get their first win of the season. Until next time, guys, stay loco.